My name is Delmy Spencer, and I am from East LA. I was born and raised in Boyle Heights. So I come from a non-traditional household, come from a single-parent household where my mom was the sole provider, and she worked as a waitress actually my whole life. Till I was 18 years old, I left to college. She still had the same job. I was raised by my grandmother as well. Her work ethic really influenced my household. So coming from a low-income household, that's a huge accomplishment. And my mom was just always on us to really focus on education, and that was gonna be our way out of poverty. And actually that is the reason I do my job now, is as the Dean of Student Services, I get to really help students out. Helping the students, like I said, removing barriers for them so they could attain their educational goal. I look at processes to make sure that we don't have any institutional barriers that we haven't intentionally created. There's so many different things that I do. And I never have the same thing every day. The main thing I do is I do a lot of troubleshooting, helping students if they can't get their financial aid, connecting the students with resources. It's just kind of wear a lot of different hats. And sometimes when I'm really lucky, I just get to talk to the students too and just give them a little pep talk, what's going on, keep them motivated. But the main role is to make sure that the students, my role is to make sure that students get the services they need, from financial aid to accommodations and courses, and educating people and making partnerships with our K-12s to make sure that we're creating pipelines to help students to go to college and then after to transfer to four-year colleges as well. The hardest thing in this role, and I learned this when I was a counselor too, is to allow people to make their own mistakes. Especially when you're seeing them go the wrong direction and you're like, no, please don't. So unfortunately, I have seen students make mistakes, and that's life. And sometimes I have seen students that stop out, and I have seen students come back. And that's where, I'll tell people like, hey, it doesn't matter if it takes you 10 years. I don't care how long it takes you, long as you get that degree, whatever that is. I had a student maybe about a year or two ago that had just gotten out of jail. And I remember my office used to be over there. In front of my office, there's a little computer lab that used to be there. And I remember just saying, hey, it's nice to see you here. Like, I've been seeing you here a few days, and just saying hi to him. And he's like, I think I want to go to college, but I just got out of jail. And I'm like, okay, well, just your past doesn't determine your future. So I worked with him. I didn't even see him every single day, but I would always say hi. And now my favorite thing is, now he's in school. And now he's just so he's been in school for a while now. So just being able to see him here on campus when he was thinking about it, just coming to our computer lab because he wanted to explore. Now he's enrolled. That's what keeps me going. It's like those stories like that with the students. So don't give up. It's hard to stay motivated and to break the ceiling glass sometimes when you're the first. But just don't give up. So I tell my kids, it sounds corny, but you really could be whatever you want to be. And it might be that you might not be good at it right away, but if you learn and you're patient, you can master it. So that's like your education as a whole. So just don't give up and keep moving forward. So when you fall, it's okay. Just get back up.